One thing to say here, Dingo, Sionara, both highly aggressive players. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun watch to see. So hopefully, lots of energy, highly energetic. What's another word that I can use energy in? Good luck, have fun to both players.
Good luck, have fun.
And we're off. Grand finals time.
Here we go.
Sionara is in the losers bracket. Just to make things clear, all such. This is the final match. This is the final match of the event. This is first to 5.
Sionara needs to win 2 sets of 5 in a row. cmdingo only needs to win 1.
That is correct.
Already quite a hot start from both players. Just immediately back and forth.
Dingo does spend a little. Gets a very quick zone off, already at 15 lines, and not even.
cmdingo is not messing around with that zone.
And
already 19 lines.
Unfortunately for Sionara, that is quite a bit of a board to downsack from. But
yeah, like it's quite a bit of a messy board, but they have made quite a good job out of it. Although the little miss shot there does kind of end their zone early. They definitely want to use that quarter zone.
Yeah, just needs it in order to have any chance of surviving, which they are going to, but not.
They really need to open out that well, though.
See, one of the things that I'm actually really concerned with that zone initially from Dingo is that, like, okay, that zone was really fast and just wants to keep on that offensive pressure. But if you take too much time with your own zone, no matter how much charge you have, like, you're still probably going to contest the garbage being sent afterwards, just because of Dingo's speed and offensive pressure. So that's another that's another thing to consider when taking into account to how Dingo's just been playing and being such an offensive powerhouse.
Yeah, cmdingo is very fast and also very. I mean, we've seen them play a couple of times throughout the tournament against Misty earlier, and a very good player all round. Although Sionara's holding very well currently. Going off with just a quarter zone just to try and help downstack a little bit. Although Dingo does have a 3/4 zone here.
Not exactly a lot of space to work with, and that is not exactly going to nullify all of them. And Sionara's board is in the better state. However,
it was a perfect counter though. Although cmdingo does.
Nearly a perfect counter. There was only a 1-line difference, but it basically doesn't matter too much. But
yeah.
Meanwhile, Dingo's board state is looking just a little bit more looking a little bit cheesier. Sionara's the one applying a little bit of pressure, but might needs to find a way to close it out. Both players in max zone currently.
Yeah, just waiting for someone to use it here. Who will be the first one to use it? It's Sionara.
Okay, Dingo just.
They need to get down to that Tetris spot at the bottom. Slight misshot on the eyepiece. Getting 14 lines from that. Although cmdingo has a very clean here for their zone, and building up very quickly.
Getting rid of all of that cheese just instantly. Oh, a little bit of
misshot from Sionara as well. Yeah, they're in a tough spot at the top of the board. But they do have a half zone. You know, try and help them downsack it.
Can Dingo close this out with his own offensive pressure?
Alright, Sionara's using their 3/4 zone. Try and do what they can to get out of this, although cmdingo is not letting up the pressure at all. Trying to find the killing blow here, and cmdingo has a max zone ready to go.
The momentum is very much with Dingo's favor here.
Absolutely, and Sionara again forced into using their zone to try and survive this. They're able to make a really good effort on downstacking, but here comes cmdingo with their full zone.
Ooh, okay.
Sending 26 lines out of it, a quarter zone from Sionara.
Perhaps Dingo would have liked a little bit more damage there. Right, unfortunately, that's what happens when you run out of space, but
yeah, they still just about seem to have the advantage for now.
just about, but a misdrop might turn the tables just a little bit more.
Hmm. Both players just finding what they can to send on the board, even in like really tight spots. Just trying to find everything.
Okay.
cmdingo is pretty low down, but Sionara's brought him back up.
Sionara's board state looks like it looks to have just a little bit more offensive pressure for setup and such, but Dingo's is looking a little bit cleaner.
It's a 30 attack for Sionara there, and cmdingo's
full zone.
full zone from cmdingo. A little bit of a miss shot there, only getting a T-spin single, and blocked off from the rest of the well there, but
The tournament winner. Oh no.
oh,
And
a series of
Sionara
miss
takes
shots
game
from
one.
a series of miss shots from cmdingo there ended. Sionara taking the first point of the finals.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
really
6-3,
unfortunate miss
and,
shots there.
Sionara attempts to go for the PCO, doesn't quite get it, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But
no solution, unfortunately, but that's how it is.
that's how it is with PCO.
They're able to convert it into a lot of T. It's good. Getting a lot of attack right off the bat. Both players have max zone charge. Might be looking to use it soon. cmdingo is the first to use it, setting off a lot of T-spins, a lot of Tetris, a lot of power.
A lot of power and probably most importantly, very
And an
fast.
Altimetris with a 58 attack.
Sionara is able to counter with an 18 Perfectress, but
It's still sending 50 lines as well, which is still really good. Although cmdingo is still just sending a lot.
thanks to early game garbage, though, that garbage was a little more than just a little. It was just a little more than just wait for that miss
An eyepiece miss shot from Sionara getting caught out by the J piece at the top. cmdingo taking their first point. It's now a tie game.
Okay, we're seeing a interesting start from Dingo. Perhaps wanting to go for the 6-3, but a few misdrops set in the way. Now, okay, a couple more misdrops.
Yeah. They're able to work for it quite nicely though. cmdingo has a bit of garbage on their board, but should be able to deal with it just fine. It is fairly clean, and there's even more clean for them there. They do also have a max zone ready to go.
Sionara needs to clean up his board just a bit more for it to be like fully clean. Okay. And both players are pot in zone right now. Dingo, once again, monstrously fast zone, coming in with a nice
50 lines of attack as well. Looking to be a big zone from Sionara too. 52 attack.
both relatively fast as well.
Yeah. Looks like maybe a few mishops from cmdingo, but again, they're able to clean up very nice, especially with all that clean garbage. A couple more mishops of the I and the O. They're gonna have to use their three-quarter zone to kind of deal with this. And a mishop with a T at the top just doesn't help either.
Sionara looks to have like a pretty good advantage state, but Dingo down stacking very quickly.
Yeah, down stacking very well.
Quickly, efficiently. But let's see what Sionara has to say about that with his zone of his own. Looking to be also extremely clean. Getting a
17 lines, 45 attack, and into phase 3. Looking to be a big zone from cmdingo, 51 attack. Sends a big spike onto Sionara's board. A lot of cheese there.
A lot of messy garbage coming in. Dingo's board mostly just consists of an up stack, so just able to down stack that relatively well. And combo damage coming in, Dingo's in.
So an 8 combo from cmdingo there. So Sionara definitely seems to be on the back foot here. They're trying to use
Oh, that missed shot though.
all of the zone to try and stay in it. That's a very tough miss shot at the top there.
No, I don't think there's any way for Sionara to make this one out. Maybe
There's a little bit, but no zone.
not even
And
not
not
even
quite
a
able
quarter
to.
zone.
cmdingo sent just enough garbage there to top Sionara out.
Even then, the position from Sionara was just with the lack of zone there, and Dingo's max zone. The momentum is shifting in Dingo's favor, and how will Sionara actually just try to react to this just unrelenting pressure?
Yeah.
Or
They need to try and get some momentum. They need to try and gain a momentum back. Maybe try and get a point.
Try to get the momentum back from Dingo, but
Yeah.
Machine actually says that Sionara's best bet for winning right now is to try and pressure Dingo. Yet that's insanely hard to do because, I mean, just look at the amount of pressure that Dingo is able to spike out. Just like being able to match that type of damage is not an easy feat.
It's a nice 50 attack from Sionara.
Dingo's just gonna tank most of that though, and as a result, let's see what kind of zone he has up cooking. A nice 18 Perfectress, not gonna do a heavy amount of damage to Sionara's board, but still a very substantial amount.
Yeah, still send a fair amount. A couple of T-spin doubles from cmdingo. Looking for more in the center of the board there. Sionara gonna want to try and dig down to that Tetris fold. There it is, getting a T-spin double. No Tetris. They've also got max zone built up as well. They're in the zone, building up very quickly. And I imagine cmdingo is going to have something to say about that. There they are with their zone. Oh, misshops the entrance there to their T-spin. A lot of misshops from Dingo.
Oh boy, this might be Sionara's chance to actually effectively try and counteract that. Not exactly much damage on Sionara's board either, but Dingo.
No, they got a little bit of time to send stuff to Dingo, but
yeah, but
just like that, Dingo's cleaned up and he's off again.
Dingo's making a very speedy recovery, all things considered. No, yeah, if it is one weakness that Dingo probably has in these, it's just that the misdrops generally seem to chain together because I think Dingo gets in such a flow state that's just like, okay.
Yeah, because, I mean, when you're playing that fast as well, one misshot can turn into many.
Just gets into like such big flow state that's like, okay, like the like you just see the pieces coming in already planned it out, and when something goes wrong, it's just like, okay, you're just piling on misdrops on top of misdrops, and
especially if all the pieces are in the same sort of areas, because they just kind of stack on each other in not really the way you were expecting it to.
Yeah, but
despite that, they're still doing very well. Just Sionara not really keeping as much pressure as maybe should be. Not able to find too much there, and cmdingo is really taking advantage of that, sending a lot more garbage back to Sionara's side.
Not exactly a lot of space to make more effective use of that zone. 14 lines, still very respectable, but
yeah, still very good, and I think it's about what they could have done with that space. cmdingo though with a very good attack, and Sionara with only a quarter zone, gonna be quite tough.
The garbage was off the charts there for a second, and that misdrop is not gonna help things much. Dingo takes yet another game.
Point for Dingo. It's 3-1 in his favor. Alright, on to the next round. cmdingo building up a very quick 6-3. Already firing off.
Sionara with a 2-7 to start off with, but a little bit of a misdrop, just a small opening in on Sionara's board, but
It's still looking pretty good. Especially both players looking very good. Sionara is currently in zone. Oh, cmdingo goes into zone, but misshops the T-piece going into it. Doesn't get the T-spin they were looking for.
Oh, wait.
46 attack for Sionara, 39 for Dingo. Dingo taking a little bit of garbage here, but
it's not
still
gonna be too
not
bothersome.
looking too bad, no. So looking relatively calm for both players at this stage of the game. Sionara coming in with a free quarter. Going for the Tetris, going for the T-spin. Not quite able to get 20 lines in there, but
Still,
a 43 attack is still very, very nice.
let's see how Dingo's gonna respond to this.
Looking for a few T-spins up on the board. Getting 17 lines, taking it into phase 3. Actually, Dingo taking just a one line of garbage there.
They're all that offense. You'd expect to see a little bit more garbage on the board, but
Yeah.
looking right here now, and okay.
Oh, that's an
misdrop.
unfortunate misdrop from Dingo, but they're still able to get the they were looking for. And even with just that small bit of zone, they're able to just kind of claw their way back to a more favourable position. Although
Sionara's board is looking pretty good right now with the
yeah, Sionara definitely has an advantage here. They just need to keep on this pressure while they have the chance.
Oh,
And it looks like they're trying to do just that with this zone. They're going to try and want to get that T-spin.
The misdrops that Dingo are making are not helping things much here either. It looks like Sionara might be able to take it with a huge and strong zone, but three quarters, let's see what...
just about able to get in a zone there. It's not much. And that's a lot of garbage for Dingo to take in, and Sionara takes the point. Sionara was able to take advantage of take advantage of what they had there and delivered a brilliant zone to get them the point there. A lot of misshops on cmdingo's side, unfortunately, on that.
Ooh, Dingo looking to cancel some garbage. Interesting.
Yeah. They definitely had a thought about that one. Kind of small misshot, but nothing too much to worry about. Double already a max zone charge for Dingo. And building up a lot of damage, although a few misshops going to be maybe not the
end
despite
of
the
the world for-
misshops, they still managed to get quite a lot of lines out of that. Actually, a nice 40 attack there.
Speaking of misdrops, though, there's another one coming in from Dingo.
There's quite a few on their board now.
Looking to make some of his own cheese in phase 1.
Yeah. And this is where Sionara really needs to start putting on the pressure as well. Especially when cmdingo misshop has some really good times.
But
Try and put it
Dingo has
on.
made a complete and utter recovery. Okay, maybe not so much. Maybe there's still some lingering effects, but
Not quite yet, but it's still looking pretty good. Even though cmdingo does tend to misshop fairly often, they're still really good at cleaning up those mistakes. Because of course, the longer your misshops stay around, it's going to harm. And now they're straight back onto the offensive, going in with a full zone. Sionara also going in with a full zone, although misshopping on the entry. It's a nice zone from Dingo, which is definitely going to swing it into their favour, but looks like we've got a nice zone from Sionara coming out.
It could have been better for Dingo there, considering that one of them was a misshot at the end. But regardless, it's still going to overpower Sionara, and Sionara...
Yeah, Sionara still had like half a board of garbage worth there.
Yeah, and Dingo is on tournament point right now. It's a first to 5.
Yeah, if Dingo wins this, then it's all over. And Sionara still will need to win 3 games on to bring this to a bracket reset.
No, yeah, which is against Dingo. That's going to be no small feat, especially if Dingo continues to play consistently and as impressive as he does. Sionara pops zone instantly, and Dingo is soon to follow.
Very quick work out of that zone. Getting another T-spin double, just fitting it right on the top there. I think they were trying to look for a solution for a 20. Not mis-shopping a piece on the exit, but not too bad.
And that results in very little damage actually being taken on both sides. Oh, but looks like the momentum is with Dingo here. Sionara very much on the back foot.
Critical for Sionara. They really need to down quickly. They only have a half charge.
Ooh, they
got a little bit of a down sack. They've got zone charge. They're still surviving. It's a very nice survival from Sionara, but cmdingo has set off their full zone charge. They've got a lot to down sack here, and they're doing so very efficiently.
And their homemade cheese holes have mostly been plugged up by that zone.
Yeah, that's a lot of garbage for Sionara to take in.
Ooh, good spins, and looks like Sionara is able to survive just a little bit more from that.
Yeah, they're able to counter pretty much all of that. We are going to be moving into phase 3. There we are.
All right, and actually, it looks like Sionara is the one that has the advantage.
Sionara definitely has the advantage. cmdingo setting off a 3/4 zone charge, although Sionara very to getting a full one. They take a little bit of garbage, but it's not too bad for them.
And off goes Sionara zone.
Sionara really needs to make good use of this.
Okay, 12 lines,
It's
15.
a good number. Not quite able to get that final T-spin single in. And cmdingo actually pretty much countering all of it. Doesn't take much garbage, although they do have a fair bit left on their board still.
Making a great recovery, 3/4 zone, I believe that was.
Yeah, 3/4 zone from cmdingo. It's a very quick 3/4 zone and a very high count. 26 attack will bump up Sionara's board a lot there. They still hang on pretty well, and they're going to be looking at getting a zone charge off very, very soon. Maybe trying to go for a full charge before they get it. There it is.
Full charge is there, but
it's a lot of miss shots on cmdingo's side. This could be really good for Sionara.
Just continuous misdrops. Just more homemade cheese to add.
That's a lot of garbage for cmdingo. Although again, cmdingo is very, very quick in the zone.
Yeah.
Look how they've downstacked it.
Turning all that garbage into a T-spin setup and a very nice
still some garbage left over, but again, they managed to survive that very well and countered pretty much the majority of the garbage that Sionara had sent.
Oh man.
This is an incredible round from both players. Just keeps going back and forth between the two players. It really could go either way.
Sionara with just a little bit of a cleaner looking board, but Dingo, as we all know, has that extreme offensive pressure. Sionara with the full zone pop coming in.
A full zone, a lot of Tetris, a lot of power. Another Tetris. Can they get another line in there? There's 17 line. 43 attack is very big at this stage of the game. Although cmdingo also has a full zone with a pretty clean board, although they've made a few misdrops. They really need to start stacking up.
Gonna be a 15 line.
But
that's a lot of damage.
Still a board's worth of garbage in there.
And that momentum shift is.
There's a lot of pressure coming in from Sionara. Sionara, there it is.
What a comeback from Sionara.
Sionara staying in the game taking their 3rd point of the match. They could still very much take this to a bracket reset.
What a comeback! Just taking it from the crushes, just taking it just moments away from the feet, but able to claw that back. And
Yeah,
oh,
what a round!
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah, and
Dingo.
as I'd say that it was very costly. Dingo misshopping in that phase 3 zone, and Sionara was just able to take advantage of that. And again, even a couple more from Dingo.
Dingo
I feel the nerves are definitely setting in here on game point. There's a lot to play for.
Dingo is making a huge effective use out of this zone, though. Not only cleaning up his board, but setting up a nice Perfectress. That is only going to be 33 lines, and it feels weird to say only 33 lines, because that is a board and a half.
Well, we've seen numbers up to as high as 60 on this during the tournament so far.
I think we've seen a 70 here from.
We might have.
I think we've seen a 70 from Misty, but oh, again another costly miss drop. But okay, Dingo's still in it.
Alright. A little bit of a zone coming out from Dingo. They're able to get a few lines, get the board in a little bit more of a favourable spot, but they do miss up on the exit again.
Oh boy. Very clean garbage that Dingo is able to downstack from. Board is in an extremely good state on Dingo's end. Zone coming in from Sionara's side, though. Let's see how well.
Alright, max zone from cmdingo. Again, misshopping on the entry there. Although they might be able to fix that up. It's a 40 attack from Sionara, taking it in phase 3.
Ooh. And a nice 38 line Perfectress.
Yeah.
Again, not exactly seeing much garbage on both sides. Like, we're seeing a lot of stuff happen, but not exactly a lot of results, which is like these are just like back and forth between the offense of both players. However, things might change here with
a lot of misshops on Dingo's side is really making them have to use that zone just to try and survive. Sionara's doing a really good job of keeping on that pressure. And even with another zone, cmdingo's still on the back foot.
Ooh, gotta be careful though, because one wrong move, one false move that's at the top of the board where Sionara is, and that might be curtains for Sionara.
Yeah,
but
that was a very nice downsack from cmdingo just now as well. And look, Sionara's just made a few very critical misdrops. They're able to send some lines back, but it's not too much. They clean up well.
Not exactly a lot of garbage. Not exactly a lot of garbage on Sionara's board, so he is able to get back into a much more comfortable position.
Both players just downsacking very, very well.
Okay, the kited into Tetris. We love to see it.
Another quick zone from Dingo here. Couple misshops, but a couple nice spins are able to just sort it out a little bit more.
Okay, could have been a little bit more powerful, which Sionara was able to nullify. Sionara at full zone now, but Dingo at the very bottom of the board.
Alright, Sionara's going to be able to use this to downsack quite a bit, hopefully. Yeah, very, very clean. Ooh, with IRS, that could have been a 20 as well, but still a very good zone from Sionara.
The garbage is off the charts, folks, for Dingo. Can he counter it? Can he counter much at all? It's still off the charts. That is a huge amount, and that's huge for Sionara.
It's not going to be enough. And Sionara takes it to a tie game. It's match point for Sionara, championship point for cmdingo. Will it be a bracket reset, or will
we see a bracket reset?
4-4, here we go.
Here we go, folks. Okay.
Sionara's done a really good job to pull this back so far. But can they take it to a bracket reset? Or will Dingo take it all?
there is like a little bit of there might be a little bit of nerve surrounding stamina and all that stuff from Dingo here. And like even though like I'd say that Dingo was probably one of the most dominant players in this event, it's just like getting bracket reset is still going to be kind of huge, and losing that stamina is probably going to work to Sionara's favor. Anyway,
absolutely, yeah. Oh, it's a lovely ultimature from cmdingo. That's a lot of damage.
Clean garbage.
Sionara just about making it out of there. Not even having to use their zone, or do they opt to use it now?
They are popping half zone here, which is actually interesting as an offensive maneuver. But
yeah,
I don't think it works as well as they would have liked. But
I don't know. It seems like it might have been fairly effective because look how much Dingo's got to work through here.
Yeah, I just noticed that garbage is off the charts.
Look at that.
Man. Dingo.
cmdingo's still just about living through it. They've still got their zone charge. Just building up even more. They're still just about in this.
Sionara's board though is looking extremely clean.
Okay, we got a full zone from Sionara. And a full zone from cmdingo.
That full zone is looking very clean from Sionara there, but it also is from Dingo.
It's a 4-2 attack from Sionara.
Oh, but
and a
that
4 attack from cmdingo, just taking just a one line to Sionara there. But both taking the game into phase 3.
Just that one little misshot that could have been so costly for Sionara if Dingo's zone was a little bit stronger, but oh man. But
it's a very intense match, and again, very well played by both the players. It's both really back and forth, and just both doing their absolute best to try and survive. cmdingo is in a tough spot here, although they do have now a full zone charge. This could be very... Oh, but so does Sionara, who has set theirs off.
Perhaps
Sionara's going to try and send as much as they can before Sionara's zone ends.
Perhaps Dingo's going to try and make the best use he can.
Oh, that's really unfortunate couple missed shots.
That is huge. Not only is there going to be like less space for Dingo to deal with, but that's also... that's also... Gonna get some of that
huge for Sionara.
Oh, that Decatrix.
And that's it. Sionara's taking it to a bracket reset.
Oh my goodness. If you asked me, oh my goodness. If you asked me earlier, that it's just like, will we actually like see a bracket reset from just how dominant cmdingo just was? I would have said no. I thought like cmdingo would take it, but Sionara, that's
no. That's really cool.
I have no idea who Shoulder Scrib is, but I bet they're at least. Shoulder Scribe.
Shoulder Scriblio. Alright, here we go for the final time of the night. The final set of 5. Who will get their invitation to the Square One 2023 Championship? cmdingo also already taking like quite a big hit at the start, taking an early loss there to Sionara, taking the first point.
Dingo does need to get his head back in into the game relatively.
As cmdingo was saying as well, their stamina's like really gone. But with how fast they're playing, I mean, they've been playing really, really quick.
Momentum is a little bit was a little bit shaking up against Sionara, but quick down stack is going to even things up in phase 1.
Yeah. All right, both of them got their max zone. cmdingo is struggling a little bit, which is really unfortunate to see. But they just need to keep it together just a little bit longer.
Okay, looks like we're seeing a 20-line
It's a
zone.
nice ultimature from Sionara, sending 60 lines of garbage over to cmdingo.
Okay, this needs to also be a good one in retaliation, but that's 20 lines
That's
too
a lot
short.
of lines to take in.
And
another miss shot again. It's a second point for Sionara.
2 very quick games off the bat here.
Look at that, 106 lines per minute from Sionara. Absolutely incredible in efficiency.
Oh man, moving on over to a 5-4 stack on Sionara's side. Board looking a little bit less clean for phase 1, but still managing to make a very efficient use out of the T-spins.
Absolutely. Sionara is a lot higher up, although they do have a lot of garbage to kind of use against cmdingo, and they've also got a max zone charge. A bit of an O-miss shot. Not going to prove to be too costly though.
The higher on the board might be a different story, but so far max zone on both ends. Both players in a pretty decently comfortable position, and a little bit of cheese on Sionara's end, but we'll just see how this plays out after Dingo's zone.
And both of them are now in zone. Both full zone charges. 18 lines. 18 lines for Dingo, 52 attack. Sionara's finishing up on their zone now, and just at the end. And we have 19, also 52 attack as well. Perfectly counteracting each other. Although, garbage going back and forth. It's like a game of tennis.
Momentum looking to be pretty even right now. No clear victory inside, although Dingo's board is looking to be just a slight bit cleaner, but a bit of cheese throws a little bit of mud into the mix, and oh boy, that is misdrop after misdrop. It is going to be costly. Luckily for Dingo,
again, more just unfortunate misdrops for cmdingo, especially as we go into phase 3 now. Each misdrop just gets more and more costly.
Right, but have a look at Sionara's. Sionara's a little bit of spaghetti on the a little bit of spaghetti with some cheese added into the mix.
Although they've made a really good effort at clearing that back up and sending a lot of garbage to cmdingo there. Some 900 IQ from 900 IQ skims from cmdingo as well.
Ooh boy.
Ooh.
Speaking of skimming, he needs to get done with that.
He's just about hanging on by the last line. Has a quarter zone left, but it's not going to be enough to get him to send anything. And again, Sionara taking another point off of cmdingo.
That's a commanding lead, 3-0.
Yeah, only 2 away from winning the championship.
Okay, starting off yet again. Nice T-spin stacking from Sionara.
But it isn't over yet. And as we've seen so many times throughout this tournament, it really can go either way.
I think Sionara got a little bit nervous there with being that high on the top of the board. So Pop's perfect, but without that much space, probably not able to make full use out of that zone. Still, a perfectress is a perfectress.
Yeah. cmdingo only able to send Octorus there, although it still counters most of the garbage. Going for another quarter zone, although this time not as effective, and again more missed shots.
Oh, Sionara now on tournament points.
It's really unfortunate to see, especially after playing so fast for so long. Stamina really drains.
Yeah, it's like as I said, it's just like I don't like it's like I brought up before. What I've heard that how like in double elimination brackets, like if you get bracket reset, there is a really good chance that whoever reset the bracket is taking the tournament. Just the momentum is just on the side, and like how, like even having that extra comfort is just if you can do it, and like And like you still have that player mentality of just like, okay, if you can do it once, you can do it again. You're a little bit pumped up. You're just like, okay, yeah, let's do this. And Sionara just is looking to take the momentum to the finish line. But in order to take this tournament, Dingo needs to win 5 games in a row against Sionara, which is going to be no easy feat, even for a player of his caliber.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough, but I mean, even with the misshops, I still see it. I feel like they can still do this.
Well, there is quite a bit of garbage coming in on Sionara's
There
side.
is. Oh, cmdingo taking a point back from Sionara. 4-1. Will this be the comeback cmdingo was looking for?
That's 1 out of 5. Okay, double TK.
cmdingo hoping that this has broken Sionara's momentum just a little bit. Will this be what cmdingo has needed to try and get back in this?
Could just be trying to make his way through with an LST stack or a mini LST stack. But again, a lot of T-spins coming out here.
Fractal from Sionara as well into zone.
Both popped zone at identical times.
Yeah. Seeing a lot of like.
Ooh.
Not sure what cmdingo was trying to go for there. Could have
might have been trying to go for
gone for a 20 line, maybe.
Because like the 20 line was right there, but instead it just resolved into a 19 line. But
yeah. I mean, either way, they're still able to get a good attack out of it. They do get take some, but still, this early in the round, it doesn't phase them too much.
Sionara's board is looking fairly clean, all things considered, but the garbage on Dingo's board keeps on piling up.
Yeah. Having to use a small zone there to try and just dig out of it. They managed to make some more breathing room for themselves. Although it looks like they are going to go into phase 3 very, very soon. And it's going to be a big zone from Sionara. 56 lines going into phase 3. It's going to be really tough for cmdingo to defend. That's a lot of lines, although that's a good zone.
And that's an incredible zone, able to nullify most of it, but
amazing.
Not sending anything back to Sionara.
You're not sending anything back, but the most important thing is that they're alive.
Yeah, but sending things in this phase is like extra crucial. Just like sending things early, just getting as much messy garbage on the board just to shift the momentum in your favor. Like it's gonna be absolutely crucial for Dingo.
Yeah. But yeah, that was an incredible like quick zone from Dingo, and that's just what they need. Like more of those, and they might have this.
Has to forgo the T-spin setup though, and ooh, unfortunate misdrop from Sionara's end.
It's only a 10 attack, and looking like a decent zone from Sionara. That's a lot of garbage for cmdingo to handle, and
that takes it!
Sionara takes it 5-1 after the bracket reset. Sionara is your PuyoGB Square One qualifier winner, and they will be qualifying for the Square One tournament.
Oh, that's what the title's for. Oh my goodness.